Has anyone ever told you that you're great at coaching other people? Have you got a feeling that maybe you'd be great at coaching other people? In particular, have you got business knowledge and you're thinking about business coaching people? Well, if you're wondering whether or not you've got what it takes, then in this video, I'm going to run you through what I think are 10 signs that you're a good fit for coaching other people. G'day, Ben Futrell here, co-founder of Max My Profit. We're all about helping business owners build the business that they imagine. Now, if you've ever imagined being a business coach and helping other business owners by coaching them through the growth of their business, helping them overcome challenges and holding them accountable to their plans, their KPIs, their goals and their dreams, then this video is going to help you work out whether or not you'd be a good fit. Now, after 20 years in this industry, I've coached hundreds and hundreds of people or trained hundreds of people to be business coaches, and I've learned that there are 10 key attributes or 10, skill sets that you would need if you're going to become a business coach. All right, the number one on my list is empathy. Now, I want to say that these are not in no particular order. They're just 10 things that I think make great coaches. So you have to have empathy. Now, what does that mean? It means that you can walk a mile in your client's shoes. You can understand what it is they're going through. Now, you don't want to collude with your customer. You don't want to feel sorry for them and not put pressure or hold them accountable, but you want to at least be understanding and understand what's going on for them. Remember that you were once there as well, and the likelihood is that at the same time you might have been overwhelmed, confused, or even afraid to move forward, and your client might be feeling the same thing. Now, if you're a really empathetic person and you can easily walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, and that could be a good sign that you would make a great business coach. But the second attribute that I think would show you that you're a great fit is the ability to communicate well with other people. No matter what, good communication skills is critical when it comes to coaching. It's easy to get misunderstood, and so you want to be very, very effective. Not just in your own ability to communicate, but being able to understand other people's communication styles. And so I'm talking about things like personality profiling or understanding different modalities of communication. Now, of course, if you haven't had this training, definitely plenty of places where you can get it, but you need to be a master communicator and understand communication to a high level if you're going to be an effective coach. All right, now the third thing that I think makes a great business coach is that you are very focused on goals, on the outcome of those goals. It's very, very easy to get lost in the weeds when people are running their business or get caught up in the day-to-day activities of your own business. But reality is the best way to achieve success is to be able to pull yourself above all of that and focus on the long-term benefit of what it is you're doing right now. And so that's being really focused on the goals. So if you're a very goal-oriented person, then business coaching is probably a great fit for you. Now that leads me to the fourth thing, which is to be able to focus on results. Let me tell you that, I've never ever seen anybody in business be afraid or upset when they've got great results. And so as a business coach, you want to be really focused on what the outcome is as you're traveling down the road of your coaching journey. Too often do I see coaches that are not goal-oriented or focused on getting results with their clients. And let me tell you, clients want to get results. They want to see their goals coming true. They want to see them achieving their KPIs, their key performance indicators. So be very results driven, have some sort of system for tracking results, knowing what it is that people are achieving, whether it's sales, profitability, reducing their working hours, being able to do more of the work that they love, hiring an employee, whatever the results might be. Very results focused people make great coaches. All right, now my fifth attribute or skill set, whatever you want to call it, is to have an amazing value system. Be really, really, comfortable with who you are in your own skin. Don't be afraid to, announce who you are and have a good value system that allows you to have strong beliefs that you, can get on with what you've got to do confidently, but also allow you to accept others around you as well. Make sure you have a high level of integrity and that you do what you say you're going to do, and you follow through. If you're going to call somebody back, you get back to them. If you're going to provide them with something, you provide it. Make sure you've got a really strong value system. I think it's important that you have a very strong self-belief system when you're a coach, and that should be, that will then drive the value system that you have. And that's high importance when you're going to be working with other people. You need to be super congruent and know that you are comfortable within your own skin. All right, now the sixth skill that I think people need to be a great business coaching is to be creative. And I think that a lot of innovation needs to happen when businesses are growing or going through growing pains, and they need help to work out other ways of doing things. Sometimes you can put blinkers on, like these business blinkers where you stop seeing things outside of the square. But as a business coach, you've got to be creative. You've got to be innovative. You've got to be willing to put your neck on the line with a new idea or something that somebody has never done before, and thrashing that out. Doesn't mean it's going to be a great idea, but at least come up with some ideas, because that's what's going to help you and your client get results. All right, number 7 on my list, I've got to be honest, I don't have a lot of this, and that is patience. But what I've learned is over time, you've got to have patience, particularly with people that are learning new skills or trying to overcome fears and break out of their comfort zone. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for people to get something than it takes others. Some people will get it straight away. Others need a bit of time. They need a bit of time to process it. They might need a bit of time to experience it. They might even just need a bit of time to build up their confidence to get on with it. So patience is vitally important. I see coaches all the time promising these really quick wins, 10xing your business in 90 days, and I just don't think that that's actually possible. It's probably possible, but not really. It's not. I guess a reasonable thing to expect from any business owner to grow 10x in 90 days. Just not going to happen. I don't think it's reasonable at all. So, be patient. Know that this is going to be a long-term relationship with your client, and they're going to have to work together through the thick and thin of it, but also be patient with the client as you build the relationship and as you help them work through their big limiting factors, which is most likely going to be themselves and their comfort zone. So patience is definitely right up there on the skills that you need to be a great business coach. All right, point number 8, or skill number 8 is accountability or commitment to do the things that you said you were going to do. You need to be able to hold yourself accountable and stay committed to what it is that you're doing yourself. I think success breeds success. And when you're coaching other businesses, it's easy for you to forget that you've got your own business to run as well, and that what you do is going to also demonstrate to your client or to the people around you what they should be doing. The old saying, monkey see, monkey do, right? So it's no good being incongruent. If you're telling your clients to do something, then you need to be doing it yourself. So you need your own level of commitment and discipline to make sure that you're doing what you need to do, whether it's reading books or it's attending workshops or it's working on your marketing or it's doing the things that make you uncomfortable, because that's the difference between a good coach and a great coach. A great coach is comfortable doing the things that make them uncomfortable. All right, tip number 9, and this is definitely a skill that you need to have if you're going to be a great business coach, and that is to be able to handle many, many different things at once, in particular, many different client situations. Whether you call this being multitasked or the ability to have compartments in your brain, I don't know, but it almost is like that. You need to be able to go on a roller coaster ride every week. Sometimes you're going to talk to clients that are absolutely smashing it. You're going to talk to other clients that have got all sorts of disastrous things going on in their life and in their business, and you've got to be able to switch from one to the other very, very quickly without dragging the baggage from one into the other. It'll make you a terrible coach if you do that. Imagine you have a coaching session or something with a client, or you have a call with a client that just doesn't go well, and then you drag that vibe, that energy into the next call, and that person's just smashed their goals like they've never done before. So you need to have this ability to be able to, to switch from task to so like it's almost like a reset from task to task. And you need to be able to, separate them and have these, it's almost like barriers inside your head between each client, and be able to manage all of that. And sometimes, a great coach might have 15 or 20 different relationships, different clients they're working with. And that can be a fair bit to handle if you're not great at being multitask. So definitely a skill that you need to have. All right, number 10 on my list, and I probably should have made this number 1 because I think it's one of the most important, and that is to have great business knowledge or business acumen. You need to understand how a business operates. Otherwise, you're going to struggle to show your customers or your clients empathy. And by saying you need to understand how a business operates, you need the basic fundamentals of knowing, exactly, where sales come from, how to read a profit and loss statement, how to do a cash flow forecast, marketing, sales, team leadership, systems, all the business side of things. So you need to have a bit of an understanding of all those things. Now, I'm not expecting you to be a guru on all of those things. If you've owned your own business or you've been a manager of a business, there's a good chance that you've got a lot of the skills and understanding that you need when it comes to business acumen. But there's my 10 things. If you've identified any of those 10 things or some of those 10 things, you may be an ideal business coach. And if that is the case and you're thinking about joining the industry and becoming a business coach, we're always on the lookout for amazing people to join our team as business accelerators. Head across to maximizeprofit.com.au, click on the About tab and learn more about becoming a business accelerator. See ya.